Hello everyone and welcome to the Truck Bed Trash Can Design Competition presented by the National Estuary Program. I'm Devin Walsh in the WKRG News 5 studios. Today you will see 3 different concepts created to battle the environmental issue of littering. Trash blowing out of pickup trucks and going into our waterways is a major problem. So today our contestants have designed a contraption to fit in the back of a truck bed. The winner will receive a cash prize of $3,500 and help launching their product.
But first, let's take a look at the problem.
Dog River Clear Water Revival is a 26-year-old organization almost, and we are thrilled to finally be seeing something that's going to address perhaps a problem that a lot of people don't know even exists with litter, and that is what blows out of the back of trucks. It happens quite frequently, and it lands on the roadway, and whatever is on the land is going to affect the water. So we're excited to work with Mobile Bay National Estuary Program this year to conduct this truck bed trash competition and see what comes out of it.
Before you meet our contestants, we want to introduce you to our judges. First up is Don Bates. He's the president of the Osprey Initiative and the inventor of the Litter Getter, which traps litter in our waterways. Don, thanks for being with us. Our second judge is Bailey Duo. She is the CEO of Port City Pups, and she has won over $16,000 in design competitions herself. Thank you, Bailey. Our third judge is Dr. Thomas Nelson. He is the director of competitions at the Melton Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the University of South Alabama. And our fourth judge is Hunter Adams, who is an intellectual property attorney with Adams IP Law. Now we have one more additional judge who is remote, and that is Rennie Kennemer, who is the communications director with Thompson Engineering.
As a judge today, I'm looking for an ambitious and passionate entrepreneur. The products we see today, I want to see practicality, but also I want to see the ambition behind the entrepreneur as well.
What's going to grab my attention is that really thought of the application, and I expect them, even though this is an idea competition, to have some concept of their price points.
I want to see a unique product. That's really what's going to grab me today. A product that I haven't seen before is generally, I think, something that the market is excitable about.
Time for our first design. It's called the Model TA, and it was created by Rachel Chai and Bryant Baldwin. Let me tell you a little bit about them. They are both Gulf Coast natives. They are curiosity-driven graduate students in the College of Engineering at the University of South Alabama. They are the founding members of Giant Lab. This is a privately funded organization started in Mobile that does many engineering projects with people wanting to gain some project experience. And they both wanted to find a solution to the problem of litter in our community. Let's welcome Rachel Chai and Bryant Baldwin with the Model TA.
Hey, my name is Rachel Chai and this is Bryant Baldwin, and we're from Giant Labs.
So did you know that according to the Keep America Beautiful organization, about 51 billion pieces of trash pollute your roadways today?
This costs the US about $11.5 billion annually, and cleanup costs and various other expenses.
Please welcome Rachel Chai and Bryant Baldwin with the Model TA. Come on in, guys.
My name is Bryant Baldwin.
And my name is Rachel Chai, and we're from Giant Labs.
So one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, that's true, but what if that trash becomes a member of streets?
Well, 3 things. It affects our ecosystems. You could be slapped with a fine and potentially some jail time, and it costs the city thousands.
Therefore, the members of Giant Labs have engineered a product we like to call Model TA and TB in order to combat these issues. Using Model TA and TB, users will be able to
keep our litter off our roadways, as well as save thousands of dollars.
So as you can see here, this is Model TA. In order to manufacture TA, it costs us about $50 for this particular product. As we move forward and we see that we're going to get more efficient, we can get the product to be as cost as low as $25. It's easy to install. All you have to do is just put it into your truck bed, and with a few simple twists, you can adjust the size for whatever truck bed that we need. And that's what it would look like whenever you put it on your truck bed.
The fabric is made out of duck cloth, so it is waterproof and built to be tough.
I believe that that's all we have today. We can open the floor for questions right now.
So I like the concept. You know, when I saw the original, what and so it's removable. It's a device more like a shower rod kind of deal that would lock in. Is there anything currently like that in the market? Did y'all do any research?
We did a little bit, and it was kind of a pull-out method, which would be nice, but it costs $400.
And that was a fixed one, though. I love all these concepts. You know, this can be for anything securing a truckload. You know, I know we're here for litter, and what I like about it is, you know, the concept of people that travel with trucks with a bunch of kids, we have to put our luggage in trash, you know, to have something that's not in my truck all the time. It's interesting. I think there's a lot of use for that, just covering your load. And not having to have something in your truck all the time.
I like that this product is unique. When you think truck bed trash can, which is what this competition is, you guys went a different route. You did more of a cover. So I like that. I like that it's different. I guess two kind of questions. Are you concerned with the competitors that are already in the truck bed covers market? And also, what are you thinking wear and tear wise? Is this going to last long on those interstate? Is it going to flap? Those kinds of things. Are you concerned with people having to rebuy or deal with wear and tear? Have you guys thought about that kind of stuff?
We thought about it a little bit, and since we are undercutting the market a little bit, we don't think it'll be as competitive as it could. And then all of our pieces are removable, replaceable. If you break one thing, we can replace it fairly easily for fairly cheap. And we can potentially offer a recycling program. If something breaks, you can just buy that part instead of buying the whole entire product.
You know, out the gate, I wonder if your price is too low, right? And you came in here and you gave a pitch and you said, I think that we can get this between $50, you might sell it for $100. Your next pitch, right, when you're going for the $1 million, come in here and tell me we've got an extruded piece of material that can stand 500 pounds, it will never break, we're patent pending, and what that did is, I know you have it in you. I can see that the product's got it. And you're right on the verge, I think, of taking off. I think it's a wonderful product. I think go a little more aggressive on the price, get a little more aggressive on what makes you unique, and I think you've got a great product.
All right, let's have a round of applause for Rachel Chai and Bryant Baldwin with the Model TA.
I think it went really well. I was really nervous up there. Just my first time being even on television and giving the pitch in front of so many people. So I still think it was still pretty good.
All right, it's time to meet our next contestant, Chris Barfoot with Humpy Dumpy. Let me tell you a little bit about Chris. He struggled in school growing up, but he found his strengths in drawing, designing, and building. These skills carried him to his current occupation as a fabrication estimator. Working in a sales capacity, he's able to create pieces that solve people's problems. All right, so let's see if he can solve the litter problem. Chris Barfoot with Humpy Dumpy.
The Humpy Dumpy and myself are very excited about being here. I feel like I've achieved a lifelong goal of becoming one of Captain Planet's team members, and I'm just super excited about being here. I believe this product is a winner. The reason I believe it's a winner is because it can be mass-produced and appeal to a wide variety of a customer base. It's a great design and will be able to stand up to time. This design, as you can see, I actually propped it up with a bunch of supplies here. It holds over 5 gallons worth of trash. It's an amazing amount of trash that it can hold. Now, in this product, it is a great design in the fact that it is solid. It also is very removable, as you can see. I don't have it over the wheel well right now, but the design itself is meant to sit on top of the wheel well and utilize this dead space right here. This is great for people who use their trucks and work out of their trucks, or maybe even the people that just use their trucks for leisure. This still will look good in the back of their vehicle no matter what. Now, we all know why we're here today. We're here because there's a major problem on our roads. There's trash everywhere on our streets. When we walk down the sidewalks, that we see trash going everywhere. Now, this can help eliminate these problems. Whether you're going to be driving a $3,000 truck or a $50,000 truck, I believe this design will look good in the back of your vehicle. It also is, like I said, is a great design by utilizing the wheel well of the truck and not take up any space that would cause people not to want something like this in the back of their vehicle. I appreciate y'all's time, and I hope y'all have some questions I look forward to answering.
This whole concept of a movable system, I think, could open up a whole new market if it's protectable.
Yeah, just to be clear, what he's saying, right, is can we get patents on your bracketing system? Can we get patents on your holder? Can we get patents on your container? And you came in here with the truck bed trash can, but I think what he's saying is you've actually got a new truck bed bracketing system that just so happens to hold an awesome trash can.
Thank you.
Everybody's going to be concerned about your costs. I mean, if it's costing you $80 to make it, you're looking at a minimum of $325 to sell it. That is one argument in addition to the weight. And I know you said it's only 7 pounds. That's 7 pounds empty, not full of half crushed and half wet beer cans and so on and so forth.
As far as the cost goes, I mean, I'm looking at numbers of what I tried to put together on my own, okay? I'm not doing it in a mass production. I'm talking about building 50, you know? So if this was something that was to take off and I'm not building 50, I'm sure that the price point could change majorly.
So I just want to say I love this, and I like you a lot too, because the confidence and enthusiasm you have backing your product is what it takes to get this to market. I mean, with the feedback, you've answered all, I know you answered all the questions I put in my feedback. You've answered all their questions really well too. It takes that confidence standing by your product no matter what. And I also, speaking on the product, I love it. I love the way it looks. I love that you addressed it, you know, it could work in a $3,000 truck or a $50,000 truck. Because when I'm looking at some of these, or this idea in general, a lot of people who drive those $50,000 and $60,000 trucks, those are their babies. And they're not going to put anything in it that doesn't look like that Yeti does. So I think you nailed that. So I agree, price, but maybe more so on cost. I think you can definitely get that down with volume. So I'm a little less concerned about that. And I think if you market it as sustainable and eco-friendly, you get to charge more for that because people care so much about that and they're willing to pay a little more for that.
Well, definitely a lot of potential here. Let's have a round of applause for Chris Barfoot and his Humpy Dumpy.
Thank you. I think that they all felt like they were super excited about my bracket design and the design of the can itself, and that it would be multiple use for different, not just a trash can, that you could use it overall. So I thought they was very excited about that, and they asked me a couple questions about patenting, and so, I mean, anytime you talk about that, I feel like that's a positive thing.
That could be a walking little billboard.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
the well-known durability of this product exists already in people's minds.
I heard you say, you know, you've got no competition. And when people tell me that as a patent lawyer, it makes me real scared, right? Because you always have competition, right?
Rain is good, but stormwater is rain that runs off roads, roofs, and parking lots, carrying trash and dangerous pollution into our creeks, rivers, and bays. Did you know that this pollution actually poisons our waterways, damages our health, and destroys our waters for future generations? The good news is there are a few simple things we can all do, like putting trash in a can or a car litter bag that will help our rivers and bays immediately. Visit cleanwaterfuture.com. Help create a clean water future today and for generations to come.
Mobile Mitsubishi on Airport Boulevard is the home of $4,500 bonus cash. Get up to $4,500 bonus cash for buying any new Mitsubishi from Mobile Mitsubishi. Choose the Mitsubishi G4 for as low as $199 per month. The Outlander Sport for just $279 per month. Or the third row Mitsubishi Outlander for as low as $299 per month. All new Mitsubishis come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and 5-year unlimited miles roadside assistance. Hurry! Call, click, or apply online at mobilemitsubishi.com or call 471-CARS.
When's the last time you had creamy crab soup, West Indies salad, seafood au gratin, fresh catch-all Mundine? Only one restaurant serves classic Mobile dishes with impeccable service and gorgeous views. Felix's Fish Camp on the Causeway.
Today I'll be looking for devices that have been created that will actually be used. Because if they don't use them, it doesn't matter how many they sell, it doesn't solve the problem unless people are actually using it.
Yeah, I was thinking that if the price point on that got too high, it would get stolen. If not locked in properly.
Or even
That's true, yeah.
So I think you can integrate that into the system to where the lock is on the inside of the box, and then you got an outside lock that you can't get you can't get it out because it's secured. That's another one. We got to do that one too.
Oh man, yeah. The guy just needs $100,000 to hire us.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for our third and final design concept, and this comes from another duo, Timothy and Ezekiel Jensen, and they are presenting to us today the Gator Bucket. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Timothy and Ezekiel are a father-son entrepreneurial team working to put an end to litter-filled waterways across America. Timothy is a father of 10, a nonprofit leader, and an avid deer hunter. Ezekiel is a homeschool high school senior who enjoys football, drones, and video editing. Let's welcome Timothy and Ezekiel Jensen with the Gator Bucket. Thanks for being here. Take it away.
America's waterways are being polluted and overrun with litter, which is lowering our water quality and endangering wildlife habitats.
Trash that is improperly stowed in the back of truck beds is greatly contributing to this problem. And this is a problem that is even unintentional. Families that are excited to get out on the water, hitch up the boat to the truck, jump in, stop only long enough to buy ice for their cooler, break that bag of ice open, pop it into the cooler, and then toss that bag that held the ice into the back of the truck bed. And as they head on to the park and the lake, it blows out and becomes litter, which then gets into our waterways and creates a problem. This is a problem we wanted to solve.
So first, we started researching. We drove around looking in the backs of pickup trucks, trying to find out what the most common trash was people threw in the bed of the truck.
We took the things that we found that were most common, compared it to the study being done by the Mobile Bay National Estuary Program and the Osprey Initiative called the Litter Getter Program. And what we discerned was that the three types of trash most often needing to be stored is styrofoam, plastic, and aluminum cans.
We concluded that the need for environmental education is growing and that the solution needed to be relatively inexpensive.
Introducing the Gator Bucket.
We started with a product already mass-produced in the U.S., a polypropylene 5-gallon bucket.
The uniqueness of our design is really up here on the top. This specially designed lid insert has a gator skin printed 2-ply vinyl, which is extremely durable, gives it a marketability. Also, as on opening at the top, it's large enough for a 32-ounce soft drink cup to go in without a problem, and it is easy on the hands going in and going out.
4 solid magnets attached to the bottom of the bucket keep it upright in truck beds with spray-in liners and with no bed liner.
One of the uniquenesses of this design, and perhaps even part of its genius, as we believe, is the fact that the well-known durability of this product exists already in people's minds. So do we have any competitors?
No, we don't have any competitors.
So the uniqueness is we'd be first to market. First to market is huge. And being first to market, we believe there's at least 5 markets. There's the individual truck owner and everyone who has someone in their family or friends who owns a truck. It makes a great gift. We also believe that truck dealers are going to be a market. We also believe that outdoorsmen and outdoors companies are going to want this. Whether it's the Outdoor Channel or Bass Pro Shop, they have a lot of people that get outdoors and do things out of the back of their truck. We also believe, uniquely, that there's going to be some environmental groups who are going to find this actually as a tool for education and cleanup. I can see companies partnering along with environmental groups to take the bucket around, do litter cleanup, and then also make this a giveaway so that now we're equipping all kinds of people, training young people and even children to learn how to pick it up, store it, and then this product on hand makes it something. So we think we've got a number of markets that are going to be interested in the Gator Bucket.
You've got a potential of a wholesale market and a retail market that's rare to be able to capture.
NPR will give these away for a $100 donation.
Exactly.
Local fundraisers, all that's,
Yeah. I heard you say, you've got no competition. And when people tell me that as a patent lawyer, it makes me real scared, right? Because you always have competition, right? And so what you're selling, to be really clear, is a bucket, right? And then those buckets are available everywhere. Anybody can go to Home Depot and go buy the bucket. I have like 12 buckets at my house. Sure. Well, one thing about buckets is they ship big. They're big. If you just sold that lid with some magnets, and you could even call it our proprietary gator snot, that is the glue on there, right? Now that's a flat little package you can sell for $14.99, And now I'm buying those, right?
I think you guys did a lot of good market research. The people you talked to, the truck manufacturers, all that we haven't seen yet. So that's really, really smart on y'all's thinking of all the different markets you guys could hit.
Let's have a round of applause for Timothy and Ezekiel Jensen with a Gator Bucket.
It was exciting to be able to be next to my son doing this, pitching a not just contest potential winner, but also a business venture that we're going to explore together.
We had to have a tiebreaker. This was a very difficult decision.
The first one has extreme market potential.
To me, it's between the last two. We've got one that I think is just a great concept.
All three of these ideas have space to run.
You come into these cities like Mobile and spend time with folks whose grandparents may have been actually baptized in some of the water that we're cleaning up today.
Rain is good, but rain becomes stormwater when it runs off roads, roofs, and parking lots, carrying trash and dangerous pollution into our creeks, rivers, and bays. Trash, oil, pesticides, and fertilizers poison our waterways and threaten our health. Fortunately, there are simple things we can do to reduce stormwater pollution, like securing trash in our vehicles. Learn the simple steps we can all take to help our rivers and bays. Visit cleanwaterfuture.com to create a clean water future today and for generations to come.
Plump, juicy oysters topped with garlic butter and Parmesan cheese and char grilled till they're bubbling. Served with French bread for sopping. Mmm. Mobile's original flaming oysters, only at the Bluegill.
Today, I'll be looking primarily for two things. The first, of course, is a good idea, something that people want. But more importantly, probably for me, is something that is actually protectable. I'm a big, big believer in protecting assets, and that will be my primary interest today.
All right, it's time to see what the judges think. Time for some open deliberation about who should win. Judges, go ahead and have a conversation. Tell us what you think.
Pretty neat process. Glad to be a part of it. I think we kind of got the gamut. I think we have my opinion, the first concept. I like the idea. I see some very early on. I don't think they're quite to that level compared to the other two, but still a good concept. I think, to me, it's between the last two. We've got one that I think is just a great concept that has maybe marketability in a whole nother avenue. And then we have one the one that you said this competition was for a truck bed trash can. And we made a $15 truck bed trash can that if Dog River tomorrow, this is all about, initially with working Dog River, said we want 100 of them and we're going to give them to fishermen around Dog River. It's implementable. We could make it happen. We could put Dog River Clearwater Revival and NEP and create a clean water future on that bucket and give them out and do it.
You kind of, and I don't disagree, but you sort of threw away at the beginning the first one. And I feel the first one has extreme market potential, but I'm worried that they don't even know what exactly they're going to build.
So maybe that focus wasn't quite there.
That's the way I feel for that first
for
group.
that person. I just think the first one might take up a lot of space comparing to the other ones. The other one's much smaller. They don't take up the whole truck bed. The first one does. I do think it's still a great product and serves as a cover as well as a trash can. I'm kind of with you as well. I like the last two, but I really like the Humpy Dumpy for its reason. It's very sleek. It's really it's pretty aesthetically, and I guess I'm a girl. But I mean, it's pretty, and I do think he has that edge. I like that he's still a sustainable product, and I like his confidence about the product. But really, I mean, these are three unique products.
All three of these ideas have space to run. They have, to do some serious market testing, make prototype, get out there and see if people would actually buy it. I would like to see them all go forward. I think if I were to buy one of these, it would depend on whether or not I had a $50,000 truck or a $5,000 truck.
And my passion is scalability. So I see something that if I was challenged, I could get 500 of those buckets in Mobile County pretty quickly. That's where I'm back to.
For the Gator bucket, you're saying.
For the Gator bucket, yeah. So we're trying to eat this elephant.
Well, I mean, my thing is I I think, like you said, that it's a good-looking product, the Humpy Dumpy. Like, I like it.
Yeah.
But as far as getting something out there that's going to solve the problem quickly, I think that the Gator Bucket is ready.
Ready to go.
It can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really wish I could phone a friend.
What I'm looking at is what I can do to get in the most trucks to catch the most litter. So it's, to me, a no-brainer from that standpoint is how, eat the elephant. How many bites can I get versus just a whole nother product line. It's going to take a ton of development. That's future is not a truck bed trash can. That's not the future of that. You're not paying for literally a $1,500 modular truck system all across the board that you're going to put. And to be honest with you, the volumes are a little bit small for something that.
Yeah, you're going to put tools and stuff like that.
You're going to put tools in it. So I'm back to the competition that I think, again, they all have merit. I think they all deserve follow-up discussions about their product.
Your idea about the kit, I think, is where the Gator Bucket is.
Do y'all think that's like a lot of change though to their product that they might be hesitant towards? Like, I know they seemed receptive to the kit idea. Do you think they would? I mean, that's changing their whole idea.
Yeah, so I see it as you could have either or. I mean, so there's another little piece of your company that you could partner with a graphic design company and actually pay people. I want 1,000. I've got a cleanup coming up. I want 1,000 buckets, and you could either buy the base white bucket, or for a fee, we can customize the bucket. So there's more revenue streams, I think, in the messaging, really telling the story. You could put years on them, whatever you want. It's back and forth between. I really see a neat thing, but I'm seeing truck bed trash can in a different angle.
Yeah.
All right, our judges have a tough job, but it is time now to vote. They will be voting for either number 1, the Model TA, number 2, the Humpy Dumpy, or number 3, the Gator Bucket. All right, Don, your vote.
Vote for number 3.
Bailey?
I'm voting for number 2.
Dr. Nelson? It's a tough one.
I'm voting for number 3.
Hunter?
I'm voting for 2.
And our remote judge, Rennie, will be the tiebreaker here. And Rennie, what's your vote? All right, it's time to announce our winner. And contestants, I can tell you that the judges thought you put a lot of creativity and hard work into your designs. And no doubt all of you have a passion for cleaning up our environment. We had to have a tiebreaker. This was a very difficult decision, but our winner is Chris Barfoot with the Humpy Dumpy.
Chris, I thought your product was fantastic for a lot of reasons. It looks great, it's practical, it's sustainable. You really checked off all the boxes there. You're confident, you stand behind your product, you were able to answer all the questions. I think you are the right guy for this product to take it all the way, and I think it would do well. And so that's why you had my vote.
You had my vote, and it was hard. There were some good ideas, but I do think that there are some aspects of your product that are actually protectable, right? And I want to dive into that with you, and you winning that's part of it. You've got a neat bracketing system. There's probably some shapes that are neat. Thomas even mentioned, Dr. Nelson even mentioned the idea of future bags. You've got a lot of potential here, and I'm excited for you.
I liked it. I actually voted for a different product, torn between the two. I think my advice, I don't think we have any problem with the product, is start educating just yourself on marketing and the economics of bringing a product to market. I think you need to start watching Shark Tank and The Profit and understand those questions, because I'm very excited about helping with this product. My fear is we've got an inventor that never gets to market because they don't understand price points. And so I think that's what we're here to help with, some of that. But I see just a very cool potential of going into all kind of areas that your vision can bring. We got to bring a little bit of the financial to that discussion.
And as the winner, Chris will receive $3,500 as well as help launching his product. The check being presented today by Debbie Foster with the Dog River Clearwater Revival. Congratulations, Chris.
Judges, I just want to thank y'all for choosing the Humpy Dumpy and my product and believing what I had to say, and I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for this opportunity. It's neat to be chosen over, definitely some other good designs, and I'm excited to have this opportunity. Well, I think it's great. I think it's great to get the ideas from people, just regular people. because a lot of times I think that's the people who have great ideas. You know, I'm just going to try to push it to the next level, and hopefully I'll be able to maybe make some of these, maybe a whole lot, and maybe retire from my regular job.